There is a new locally made film available to watch. It's all about Bigfoot. It's called Feet of Death.
James Chick is an Oregon State grad and writer and director of the thriller. Fox Now's Greg Nibler spoke to him to find out a little more about what it took to get it made.
I always love creature features, like I like monster movies, and I really wanted to write something that I would want to watch personally, but also that I knew I could film, and I can't film a $50 million movie because I don't have that kind of budget. So I wrote something that we could, between crowdfunding and self-financing, that I knew we could pull off, but it was something that I knew I wanted to watch myself. Like A Quiet Place, Jaws, all those kind of classic monster things are some of my favorite stuff. So I actually have 5 acres out here near Mount St. Helens. So part of this movie was shot in my backyard. So I was really writing into what I knew I could afford and what I could get access to. The local town of Cougar out here opened their arms. They let us film at their country store. We used the exterior of the bar and grill. So just a lot of people came together and helped make this really happen.
So let's talk about the film. I know, obviously, we don't want to give any spoilers, but can you give us the general synopsis of what this is about?
Feet of Death is not, I would not call it a horror film. So I don't want people to go into it thinking that there's going to be a bloody massacre or whatever, because that's not what I wanted to make. I wanted to make more of a thriller, a suspense, a whodunit. Then you also have that monster element. So it starts off where you're following this paranormal social media influencer who is investigating these deaths near Mount St. Helens. And then we cross-cut with this sheriff and forest ranger who are also researching these deaths. And we're kind of cutting back and forth between these two perspectives until eventually their paths collide, and that's when all craziness happens, and we start moving into more of the monster film in that third act, and that's when you get that monster payoff. But the first 2 acts really are more of a mystery and a thriller, and you're trying to figure out, is this a person? Is this a monster? Is Bigfoot real? What's going on? So it's really more of that thriller whodunit.
Okay, quick question for you about Bigfoot. Are you a believer?
This is the question that always gets me because I know I'm going to get hate for it. I want to believe, but with all of the tech we have today, I find it really hard to believe that we have no solid evidence. And I've talked to multiple people, and I actually have family that are like believers, and I've heard their stories from when they were out hunting and whatever and all these different things, but I just haven't seen anything that would necessarily make me a true believer at this point.
I'm with you, James.
I admire his honesty.
I do too. I mean, it's just, I was wondering the same thing, and I'm glad he was so honest about it, but I feel you. All right, Feet of Death is streaming now. You can catch it on Amazon, Google Play, and YouTube Movies. And James says he's already ready to start working on his next film.
Pretty cool. You can watch the full interview on the Fox 12 Oregon YouTube channel. And here's a look at what Greg's working on today.